All right, break. It is Thursday, 30 March, 0730 local, 1230Z, climbing out of 3.5, 2992 set, north end of the corridor, going to Eglin Delta for some more 3.3.6 work today. Go ahead, connect up to the network.
November 990 Whiskey Alpha,
check our calibration source.
118.45, morning.
All right. Getting to on-speed local. All right, looking good, and up, we're connected to Doc's box, so let's change networks here.
November 33 Charlie Echo, contact Jacksonville Center 134.15.
Connecting to on-speed, 500 to go.
Okay.
And connected to on-speed.
And November 6040 Romeo, if you can, squawk altitude. I'm not receiving it now. And again, the Eglin number 3018.
All right, now we're connected to the cockpit box, level in a 5. .992 is set. And winds aloft this morning about 290 to 11 at altitude. So
November 6040 Romeo, Eglin.
Direction. We'll get set up for our first auto cal run here to the north.
Number 6040 Romeo, if you
let's
can,
pull up the wizard.
Altitude.
Actually, tell you what, let's go to EFIS calibration source. So I'm navigating to system configuration. Hopefully we'll get there without a crash. And there's our crash. Okay, that's fairly normal. We're going to reboot. That's probably about an 8 meg file.
On your mode C.
All right, back up.
Romeo.
Going to system configuration.
Thank you.
And that's pretty
November
typical.
525 Alpha Yankee, contact tender approach 125.
Seems to only happen in this airplane, so Lenny hasn't been able to duplicate it, but nevertheless, go to a EFIS calibration source. That's set. Go ahead and save that. And we've got a good configuration saved. Let's navigate over to our calibration wizard. Try to keep this north-south for sun axis. Okay, maximum allowable aircraft gross weight is going to be 1,500 pounds. About 29.9 on board, 28.13.16 is the current gross weight. 13.16, that's set. Best glide speed will be 80 knots in this configuration today. And we are a 6G airframe limit. Hit the continue button. And we got a good cycle. And we're up to our live wire. That's all working well. Check our IMU. Internal IMU checks good. And let's move up to the deceleration display. All right, we are all set for an auto cal run with the vector nav gyro as the calibration source right in the middle of the airspace. Accelerate on out here. We'll have to probably hook. We'll get set up for a first run. We're going to try about a 6-second throttle pull this morning. And we'll try a couple of different techniques.
Romeo, I'm still not receiving the mode C portion, so I'm not reading the altitude, but
and then we're going to transition to the IMU. A couple of runs in each configuration.
Or are you on the climb to 5,500?
All right. We have just enough airspace to the north, approaching a VNO condition. Be a constant altitude technique
November
with
6040 Romeo, copy. VFR 3,500. Just
6-second throttle pull. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. All right, mixture's back. Be kind to the carburetor. And I'm using just altitude as my primary reference. I'm coordinating with the rudder, so a little left rudder as the throttle comes back. Slow here on the pull. Increasing the rate, that's giving us a slightly high descent rate. Basically using the IVVI right now. And I'm talking about the old-fashioned mechanical one. And looking really good. Pulling altitude, trimming. Still at that high deceleration rate. high confidence now in the screen snapshot feature. Here's our increasing rate. Seeing that on the IVAVI and the altimeter. Stop trim. And continue. Little descent there at the end. Alright, and good stall. Good record. Very nice curve. Very linear. Let's save that screenshot. Downloading it. And we'll save that data to the file. Downloading it. We'll get one more of those. This time we're going to look out the window.
6040 Romeo affirmative. I'm receiving the altitude now, and I'm actually showing 3,000.
We're going to accept altitude loss on the next one. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. We're going to work to the north end of Eglin Delta, and we're going to hook to heading 180. I forgot to get a time hack on that last one. It was currently 12:35:41. We got 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.5 on board. That would have been about 30 or so for that last run. All right. Level here at 5. Coming up on the north end of the area. Accelerate just a little bit. Look at some perturbations. Interesting. Looking at this last one. Okay, we got a good live wire. Try to fly another smooth one. Oh, that last one, by the way, was a just for the photo record 9986 curve. 9986 should be first data mark and should be second log file for the cockpit system. 1 reboot. All right, time now 12:36:33, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.4 on board. Good displays, good boom, good camera, hook and left, little Humpty bump. All right, and this will be a 6-second throttle pull. We're going to accept a little bit of altitude loss on this next one and slow down the deceleration rate just slightly. Again, we're in a flaps at 0 condition, and the gyro is the, well, we'll just call it the EFIS so nobody gets confused. Data source. All right, speed's good, RPM's good. Altitude. Good, let's roll out here. Trim for VNO condition. Heading 180. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 2005, 2006. 6-second throttle pull. And working the deceleration rate a little bit more this time. I'm letting her drift down into the green band. A little slower with the trim. Accepting the altitude loss, you can see we're down to about a -200 BVI condition. Now we're in the green band. And I'm going to stabilize it right in the middle of the green band, Lenny. And I'm using the decel gauge as my primary reference right now. Not chasing it, really just looking out the window. And there's our 1 knot per second and about a -200 BVI. Really like the new mechanical gauge, super handy. IVVI looks good on our decel display. Really like the scale on that, Lenny. Really slowing the decel rate down now. Bottom of the green band. A little sloppy there. Don't want to make any big corrections though. I want this a long, smooth pull.
Over 25 Golf
So
Alpha, Eglin approach, good morning, Eglin assist.
About 250,
Eglin
middle of the run.
3018.
Approaching an on-speed condition. Stop trim. Holding the decel rate into the stall. Holding it. Holding it. Don't want to get above 1 knot per second. There it is. Good stall. Very nice. Interesting. Call this the expanding cone. Wow. Hadn't really seen that much noise before. So look at that. That's a decel effect. Okay. Save the data to the file. Let me just show you this in the video. That's a 9887 curve, so not glorious, but looks like an ice cream cone or a tree. But you got that, basically that expanding cone going out with the slow decel. Again, nothing's really changed in this mode, but it just seems to be a little bit harder. Let's go with a little higher deceleration rate, and I think that'll improve things. I'm beginning to think a higher deceleration rate and a faster clock speed on the recording. Anyway, let's get one more of those. Go back to a technique more similar to that first run. Now we're back up to 5. Got a good live wire. Time now is 12:40:09. 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.1 on board. Really interesting the way that we're able to do that. Like I said, I looked back at some previous April data, and I wasn't seeing quite so much noise with the VN300 as we're seeing right now. But that was also the V2. So, interesting. This is a V3. Nothing should have changed physically. That's interesting. Okay. All right, 12:40:51, climbing back to 5. We'll start our acceleration to the south, predominantly west wind. We'll hook right for a test run on 360. We're going to go for a little faster deceleration this time. So more of an altitude reference and top of the green band and see what the line looks like. All right, let's start an easy hook to the right. It's 12:41:22, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. 28.9 on board. Left is feeding. We've been airborne 17 minutes, 45 seconds. Run number 3, log 2 cockpit. And we've got a flat position 0, and our data source is our EFIS. Speed's looking good. RPM's at red line. Decrease RPM. Little Humpty bump. We used that for our last 10 knots. Test access will be 360. Good live wire. Good camera. Good boom. For VNO condition.
November 25 Golf Alpha negative. It's currently cold, and just confirm that you direct Tallahassee now, or are you going to follow the coastline?
All right. Looking good. Stand by. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
November 25 Golf Alpha. You can resume on navigation to Tallahassee at this time.
2004, 2005. 5 second throttle. Pull a little faster than usual there. And a little bit of left rudder as we decelerate. Using more of a pitch reference this time, just to increase that deceleration rate. We are north of the green band right now. I'm showing about -2 knots per second, so about double what we want. But let's go ahead and keep pulling it in here. And altitude right at the top of the green band, so that's 1.5. Actually climbing just a little bit right now. Still continuing to trim. Trying to keep it right at the top of the green band. Opposed to the middle of the green band. More of a steady, smooth pull here. IVVI looks good at 0. There's our increase rate, and pull it in. Still noisier. Still noisier. I find that odd. Okay, we'll save that screenshot, download it, save that data to the file, download it. Got a good curve, I mean 9912.
Stock 9881 Golf, England approach, good morning, England on timer 3018.
Noisy for the VN300 compared to what we used to see in the V2. Let's spiral up here just a little bit. Go ahead and change the data source to IMU. Okay, we may get a crash here, so let's go to settings, system configuration. Yep, and we forced a crash. Okay, timeout, that's standard. Back to system configuration. Hopefully she'll catch this time. There's our 5,000 feet, level off. All right, looking good, going down here. Let's see here, get a quick clear in, looks good. Calibration source, let's go to on speed IMU. Save it, hopefully she'll save. We mostly get the crashes going into the calibration menu, not saving it. We got a good configuration save, we're gonna go back to the wizard. I need to take 2 hands here to fly the airplane momentarily. Looking good, numbers are good. First page of the wizard, second page of the wizard, third page of the wizard. We got a good live wire. Awesome. Okay, let's accelerate here. Get this next one on a heading of 360, and we're gonna run that same sequence. So first one's just gonna be altitude only. Second one, we'll try to nail the 1 knot per second, and then the third one will nail the top of the green band. All right. Time now, 12:45, 1456 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.5 on board. And we're just accelerating out here to the south. Start an easy hook to the north for this run. And hook into the north, nice slow one. But altitude looking good, RPM's good. On parameters when we roll out. First run again will be altitude as a primary reference.
When approach, good morning. Information Golf is current at Destin. Expect a visual approach on 014.
Really happy we put the mechanical IVVI in there. That is the bomb. Not quite as accurate as the electronic, but easy on the eyes. All right, rolling on a 360 at 12:46, 1857 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.3 on board, standby airspeed. Little Humpty Bump here. Trim, 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 trim. All right, looking good. Our altitude, that's a primary reference. Okay, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Second pull, little rudder, altitude primary reference. I think we definitely have to increase that data rate. I just find it odd how smooth the lines were on the V2 and how noisy they are in the V3. All right. Altitude's primary reference, IVVI showing 0, looking good. There's an LRD max condition that checks. Stop trim. Little decent rate going, don't like that. Into the pull. Go. There we go. Altitude actually stuck a little bit, imagine that. Huh. A little noisy. Save that screenshot. Save that data to the file. About a 9.8 curve. Just not seeing that consistent 9.9 performance we were seeing with the gyro and the V2. Just find that odd. All right, let's replicate the next one. So we're going to shoot for 1 knot per second. Relatively slow decel rate. Up some altitude. Time now is 12:48, 54, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.1 on board, 7:49 local. We have been airborne 25 minutes.
Number 4400, descend and maintain 6,000, and sliding 210, vectors for the visual approach.
And starting our easy hook here. Cams up. And test axis is going to be heading a 180. We got a good camera, we got a good boom. All right, rolling out, heading 180. This will be a 19 per second. We've got a good live wire, flat position 0. Data source is the internal IMU. Let's trim. It's 1250, 15, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.8 on board. Get sloppy in the altitude. Let's fix that. All right, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 3, 4, 5, 6 second pull. Enter down into the green band. Get that divergent cone effect going in the green band. Have to do that little bunt to get there. There's our 1 knot per second. Working the 1 knot per second. Right on 1 knot per second, down about 200 feet. Wait for the decel rate to catch up with us. Pausing the back pressure there. Liberty max checks good. Continuing to trim. Right in the middle of the green band, down about 300 feet. So got about a negative 300 VVI there. There we go. Huh. Interesting. Still got those weird ass outliers popping up here and there. Not a bad curve, about a 989 curve. Screenshot. Save data to file download. Okay. All right, let's climb up and let's try the uber slow decel. We're going to try kind of an uber fast decel. Did not get the uber fast decel with the baseline gyro.
November 440 Sierra, descend and maintain 3000. Report when you have Eglin and Destin in sight.
Need to start doing is I need to start saving all these as a linear, so we got apples to apples going across all these different calibrations. And I just mean in the data, save them as a linear regression versus a Pauling. All right, we got, let's see here. Good camera, good boom. Let's accelerate. I'm heading 180, then we'll hook to the right for our run. And again, this will be our slow deceleration run. So, work the bottom of the green band. Negative. That's not. Third run was top of the green band. Okay. Hook. Time now 12:54:01, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.4. In my defense, not nearly enough coffee this morning because I forgot to set an alarm. All right, so this will be top of the green band descent, so nominally about a 1.5 knots per second. And test axis will be 360. It is 12:54:30, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3 on board. Looks like conditions are just about perfect. Hold the nose down, looking good. All right, got a good live wire. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. 6 second throttle pull. Pressure's back, be kind to the carburetor, rudder's coming in. A little high on the decel rate, working it to the top of the green arc. All right, there's the top of the green arc. Holding the top of the green arc. There's a knot and a half per second.
I'm going to post the airlock number 3018.
Shit. Well, we just had a system lockup, system reboot. Okay, uncommanded system reboot. All right, there we go. Knock it off, knock it off. All right.
Number 40 Sierra, Eglin, now it's your 11 o'clock,
this
about
is
10
going
miles, and
on.
descent off your 11 to 10
Let's
o'clock.
refresh that page. See if we can get back to the wizard.
40 Sierra, copy, cleared to the
And
post.
refresh. Let's go back and adjust our weight here just a little bit for fuel. 5,000, we'll just maintain 5,000 for now. Looking good. We got 27, 2, 26, 1304. Our gross weights. All right, adjusting our gross weight. Continue. Continue. Almost ready to switch back to the V2. All right. Not sure what's going on here. Okay. Get down to 5,000. We got just enough room north end of the motor to run this test. Dive down here. Power's coming up. And again, we're going to work the top of the green arc. Looks like we should be on the 4th log file now, I guess. Sorry about that, Bob.
Zero Hotel Golf, depart Vari, direct FIP, which is Papa, Hotel, India, Papa, Sierra,
Have my airspeed.
then Cross City.
Otherwise, we're looking good. Trim, trim, trim. Okay, data mark 3. I'll tell you what, 12:57:05, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 gallons on board, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. 6-second throttle pull. Little left rudder as she slews.
Number 40 contact tower 118.
Easier down to the top of the green arc. Approaching the top of the green arc. All right, there's the top of the green arc, knot and a half per second. And hold knot and a half per second. Relaxing the rudder as she slows down a little bit.
Number 4 Sierra Romeo, contact tender approach 124.15 today.
Increasing the pitch rate, using trim, through an on-speed condition. Right at the top of the green arc throughout, looks good. Not a bad curve. 9899. Seeing about as much noise as we're seeing in the gyro. Whoops, took a happy snap there, out of habit. All right, north end of the MOA, let's scull to the east here. Save the screenshot. Saving the screenshot, saving data to file, saving data to file. Okay, we're ready for our next run. Get some runs with flaps here. Establish a flap 20 condition. And there we're at flap 20, 5,000 feet. All right, and showing flap position 20. Internal data source IMU, that's good. There's a VFE condition. We're just maneuvering for airspace here. Lower speed, we're gonna have plenty of room. Turn into a heading of 180 time now, 12:59:11. 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.9 on board. Retina burn. Got a good camera. We got a good boom. And we're turning to a heading of 180. And we're at 100 indicated. On the standby, so let's take it up to 100 indicated on the EFIS. And we'll start our runs here. All right. First one, we're just going to do altitude. altitude 1 knot per second, top of the green band. All right, that's our cadence. There's our 100. Conditions are good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. 6-second throttle pull again. Altitude primary reference. Ha. Hurry, let it get away from me. Anticipate faster back pressure this time. With the flaps, trimming at about a minus 200 BVI, right in the middle of the green band, so guess we went right for the green band. Alright, install. A little noisy. Saving the screenshot. Saving the data to files, about a 9.7 curve, not happy with that. So let's go up and get another one. We'll leave flaps 20 deployed.
Got 10, I'm going to approach you, cross altimeter 3024.
S-turn here a little bit for airspace. Good camera. Good boom.
Number 25, Golf Alpha, contact Sendo approach 125.2, good day.
All right, there's our altitude condition. Start our acceleration out to 100 here. This time we're going to try a little faster deceleration. See if we can't smooth that line out a little bit.
Departure, I didn't maintain 10.
Good live wire. There's our 100.
70, radar contact 3 miles north of Herbert. Racer 1, negative departure, radar contact, climb maintain 2000, and how would you like to enter your airspace today,
It's 130217, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7 on
Racer
board.
1, where would you like to enter your airspace? Racer 1, copy.
Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So about a 4-second throttle pull. Nose is coming up right away this time. Taking a little higher deceleration rate, close to minus 2 knots per second, trimming, maintaining altitude. All right. Well, smoother, relatively speaking, another 9728 curve.
15, good day.
Just not what I was seeing with the old system.
Of
course, we are on IMU. Let's switch our calibration source. Hopefully we won't crash the system. Take a look at that same on the same maneuvers on the gyro settings. System configuration. Going for it.
Squawk and maintain VFR level at 7,000 for now.
Ah, made it. Very nice. So hopefully it takes this. Got a calibration source. We'll just keep climbing for airspeed here. I'm out of hands.
Yeah, 10, VFR descent is approved. When able, report your radar service termination for the VRF.
Saving that. Configuration saved. All right. Get control of the airplane here. You have flaps deployed. We got to watch the airspeed settings. Airway calibration. Wizard's coming up. A little high. Looking good. First page of the Wizard.
170,
second page of the Wizard.
120.2.
Third page of the Wizard. Good live wire. Flaps 20, and we're on the vector nav VN 300. Okay, so let's hook to the north here. Come back down. Get on condition, and we're looking at 130430, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.5, 804 local, airborne 4051. And there is a system crash. Okay, uncommanded system crash. And let's see, what do we got here? We got a frozen, frozen wire. Let's just go for a refresh. Submit it. Refreshing that page. Okay, looking good. And coming up on parameters. Okay, another log file.
Hurricane
Gonna
827
suck,
radar
Bob.
contact 2 miles.
I'm not going to do
southeast
any
of
docks
Eglin.
box work
Turn
today,
left
so
heading
hopefully we have
360.
one solid file coming out of the wing that we can queue off of. All right. Get our airspeed squared away here. And this will be our 1 knot per second decel run on the gyro. Flaps 20 condition. And showing flaps 20 VN 300. Looks good. All right. 1305 4655
Air
degrees,
902 Delta
26.4.
Romeo, looking to approach,
Mark
level
3,
clear, the correct
2,
customer is
1.
3024.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. All right, work in the middle of the green band. Accepting the altitude loss. Oh, top of the green band already. There's our 1 knot per second. Drifting back down. Squeezing the trim. All right. See what that looks like. Ah, nice curve. Convex don't like that, but really nice. All right, so let's save that screenshot. Watch the airspeed. Really like this feature. Save the data to file. Looks good.
American 827, contact Jackson
Make
Center
sure we got a
120.22.
live wire. Now let's go back up and do a faster pull. Leave our flaps deployed.
Allegiant 592, looking departure. I think climb maintain 10,000. American 827, 120.2. Allegiant 592, radar contact. Flight presenting now, expect a northbound turn in about 2 miles.
All right, looking good. And based on winds, we can go ahead and maintain this heading for our next run. It is 130752, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.3 on board. Weight's good. So this will be a flaps 20 vector nav or EFIS Cal. Get our airspeed up. A little faster decel this time.
Allegiant 592, 10-360.
Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Java 1, negative
Data mark.
radar contact. Climb maintain 5,000.
1001, 1002, 1003. And just maintain an altitude. A little higher decel rate.
And Java 1, you're looking to go straight south into your airspace.
Good. Again, nice curve convex. 9953. Save the screenshot. While we're seeing that, we're going to do some flaps 40 work and see if that looks convex as well.
Java 1, this
Climb
traffic
back
is
up.
3 miles eastbound, 7,000 CH2. Mr. Hotel Golf, traffic at your 10 o'clock, 2 miles southbound, a flight of 2 F-15s.
All right, there's a flaps 40 condition.
Jedi 10, rest for 78 squawk, maintain
Pick it
appropriate
back
total,
up.
future change, prove, good day.
Good live wire, flaps 40, so even these tight pot settings are working out just fine, at least in this airplane.
Contact, question, remain my frequency.
Not having any issues
Java
battling
1,
it. We got a good camera, we got a good boom.
2000.
Going a heading of 180.
Java 1, contact mission 274.15, good day.
Time now, 130959, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.2 on board, airborne 4621. Pulling out at heading 180. Start these at 90. Be kind to our airframe here.
Approach Traveler November 250, Mike is at 5,400 feet with VFR request.
I was going to approach at 5,400, say again?
Traveler November 250, Mike, we'd like a VFR flight following to 2 Romeo 4.
Race 02, I'm going to approach,
right.
I think climb maintain at 6,000. Okay.
Airspeed's good. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Decimal center 120.2. See you.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Just working on one. Ah, shit. System crash. Okay, another system crash. Way unstable today. Not sure what's going on with that.
Speed enabled.
All right, we'll knock it off. Hold our altitude here. Set up for another one.
November 250, Mike, about 3 miles north.
Let's go ahead and try to refresh. And we're back up in the game.
4657, request altimeter 3024.
4657, 3024 on the altimeter 50, Mike.
7 Bravo Romeo, traffic a mile northeast of your position is at UC 45 8000 southwest on.
7 Bravo Romeo, roger that. Alright, mile north of my position. Okay, he's over the top. He's going that way. This is going to work out fine. Why is he not showing up? Okay. Holy fuck. Getting too fast there, Vac. Not paying attention. Okay, fixed.
November 250, make your radar contact 7 miles
1311, 58, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.0.
We are landing at, 2 Romeo 4. We are a BE95 Beach Traveler 50, Mike.
Alright. 1312, 16, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 26, Skull 180, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A record. 1001.
Good 44 Eglin.
1003.
Good 44 Eglin is
Second pull.
3000.
Middle of the green band.
Good 44, verify your direct Laura, looking for the RNAV into runway 27.
Green band in it.
Hey, Burp, we can take Daewoo if you'd like.
Good 44, you can cross Laura at 3000.
Say again for 44.
Good 44, cross Laura at 3000, cleared RNAV runway 27.
Little decelerate, or a little descent going.
For the RNAV.
Working the 1 knot per second.
November 250, Mike, spot 3413.
Into it. Alright.
3413250, Mike.
Airspeed. Alright. Well, noisy, but not bad. Download, still not what I'd like to be seeing. I'd like to be seeing around 0.99 on average. We're seeing 0.98. Not sure what the delta is. Alright, let's climb up. We're still in a flap sporty condition. We'll get one more of those, a little faster deceleration rate. Coming around a heading of north. I have an idea for running a card with each system. And we can look at linear regressions, apples. Don't think we can get that done today. It's a local time, 8:14, negative. We can't get that done today. But heading at 360. Another run with a higher decel rate. And then we
November 2 Delta Romeo, contact clearance approach 133.45.
Eglin approach, Centurion 2398 Foxtrot.
All right, time
November
now,
2398
13,
Foxtrot,
14,
Eglin approach, stay
35,
position, type
55 degrees
aircraft, and
Fahrenheit,
intention.
25.8.
Foxtrot.
Good live wire.
Cessna 210, just
Flaps
off
40.
of Bob Sykes Airfield. I'm at 1,600
Speed's
feet.
good.
I'd
Stand
like
by,
to pick
data
up my
mark. 3,
IFR,
2,
please.
1.
November
Data
98
mark.
Foxtrot, squawk
Record.
6217, climb and maintain 7,000.
1003. All right.
6217, climbing to maintain 7,000.
And using primarily altitude. We are accepting some descent right here.
November 2398 Foxtrot, radar contact 3 miles southeast of the Bob Sykes Airport. You're cleared to Sierra Papa Alpha, direct Renfro, maintain 7,000.
2398 Foxtrot cleared Sierra Papa Alpha direct Renfro, and I'll maintain 7,000.
All right.
November 98
Look at that
Foxtrot,
curve.
stay on course
Not
heading
bad,
to
but
Renfro.
convex. I like the higher deceleration rates. Okay, we're going to have to debrief this one on film.
On course heading to Renfro.
Download. So, big
Is,
takeaways.
051.
November 98 Foxtrot, roger. November 250 Mike, contact Pensacola approach 124.85.
124.85, 50 Mike.
In use. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra. Eglin Tower information Sierra. 1255 Zulu observation. Wind 07.
Squid 44, stay in tensions after the RNAV 27.
Temperature 13. 2.08. Altimeter 3019er. Expect ILS approach.
Squid 44, after completion option, fly heading 360, climb and maintain 3,000.
360 to 3000. Squid 44.
Eglin 7 Bravo Romeo RTB Ruckle Sierra corridor.
And is a C210 3,400, climbing to 7,000.
7 Bravo Romeo No Joy request RTB Ruckle Sierra.
7 Bravo Romeo, roger, fly your present heading.
Look up.
November 98 Foxtrot, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles south of westbound is a light civil 4,500.
98 Foxtrot searching. I have him on the radar, don't have him in sight yet.
Roger, he'll be passing off your left wing.
98 Foxtrot.
Sam Bravo Romeo, Tally Ho, request direct field 2.
7 Bravo Romeo, South Quarter flight approved via field 2, Ruckle, maintain at or above 3,000.
At or above 3.0, we'll go.
Information Sierra. Eglin Tower information Sierra. 1255 Zulu observation. Wind 070 at 08. Weather is better than 5005. Temperature 13. 2.08. Altimeter 3019er. Expect ILS approach runway 20. Runway 12 and 20 in use. Advise on initial contact. You have in.
Squid 44, did you want Daewoo or did you want Laura?
One. Yeah, we'll take Laura. That's no problem.
Roger. Squid 3